Foundation of human skills. So the syllabus has been discussed in the earlier lecture. After that, we had also discussed about the concept of human behavior, concept of individual behavior. I'll just show you that. Here, understanding human behavior. Different concepts of human behavior. Human beings are biological creatures. Every person is different, yet much the same. Culture, ethnic identity, gender, etc. helps to identify, or we can say helps to understand the people. Human lives are a continuous process. Behavior can be adaptive or maladaptive. Behavior is motivated. People play active part in creating their own experiences. Now, this also we had covered in the earlier lecture, primary and secondary dimensions of individual differences. Moving ahead, today we are going to discuss about the role of environment or influence of environment. First, what is the meaning of environment? Environment refers to the surroundings which we are having. Surroundings means outside environment which we are coming in contact with. So people are behaving in different way, not only due to their individual differences, but also because of the environment to which they are exposed to, or from the environment from which they are coming. So the role of environment in an individual's behavior is quite important. Environment, as I told you here, you can see it refers to the external world. In other words, environment consists of the society in which we are born and which we are brought up. It consists of all the external events to which an individual is exposed. So, as I told you, our behavior is not shaped only because of our individual features, but also since we are exposed to various experiences, various situations, these things also shape our behavior. Now, here we will learn about two different types of environment, prenatal and postnatal. That is environment here in this particular subject. It includes both prenatal. Prenatal means before the birth, and postnatal, after the birth conditions. First, let us see what is this prenatal environment. Prenatal means before the birth. That means it refers to the environment before the birth, where a baby is just conceived in the mother's womb, and before birth, the individual is developing in the mother's womb. So everything which is happening to a woman during pregnancy will definitely affect the baby or affect the child. So there are a number of factors which are influencing the prenatal environment. Like we can say the timing of the environment factor, its intensity, etc. also influences the child. So some of the factors we will see over here, some of the factors of prenatal environment. First one is nourishment, prenatal nourishment. Nourishment means the food intake, which is consisting of vitamins, proteins, etc. So babies develop healthily when their mother is eating well. So the diet of a woman is very important during pregnancy because it is very much crucial for the child's health. Well-nourished mothers will be giving birth to healthy babies, whereas mothers with inadequate diets are more likely to bear premature babies or low birth weight infants. And there are chances also that undernourished mothers may bear babies who might be stillborn or die soon after birth, or they may not even develop normally. So the food intake, a pregnant woman should have a well-balanced, nutritious food, which includes proteins, dairy products, vitamins, etc., which will definitely help in bringing out a healthy baby. Then drug intake. Drug intake, here we will see about the drugs, like it would be smoking, alcohol, even other drugs which people are exposed to. So a pregnant woman should always see that they are not taking any kind of unwanted substances during the pregnancy period. Even during breastfeeding also, they should not take any medicine unless it is absolutely essential for the child. Drinking alcohol can definitely affect the baby negatively. That may create something which is known as fetal alcohol syndrome, which may result in slow growth of the baby and even malformations in the body and even disorder of the nervous system of the baby. So it's always advisable in order to have a healthy baby to avoid alcohol and even till they stop breastfeeding. Same way, smoking is another problem over here. This is again another reason for poor fetal growth. Pregnant smokers will give birth to small babies. It may even cause bleeding and death of the fetus or the newborn baby. Another thing is addiction to drugs, like harmful drugs like morphine, heroin, etc. This also will create huge problems with the baby. The newborns may be restless, they may be irritable, they will be having breathing difficulties, and many more issues. So this also affects the child. Then mother's health. The illness suffered by a pregnant woman definitely can have a serious impact on the baby. If the woman is falling severely sick during the pregnancy period, it is to be considered very important and immediate medical help should be provided so that the baby is not seriously affected. Then medical X-ray. Medical X-ray, that is exposure to different radiations, also can cause mutations in the baby, gene mutations in the baby. And especially it should be avoided during the first 3 months. The same way dental treatment, try to avoid it. Try to avoid any kind of exposure to any harmful radiations. Then age of the women. Ideally, the age for pregnancy is up to 35. Women over the age of 35 are actually at greater risk. A woman's age at the time of pregnancy is again an important factor here. There are chances that older pregnant women, they may suffer complications and there are a greater risk, associated risk of premature delivery, retarded fetal growth. Retarded means the baby is not developed fully, stillbirth, birth defects, etc. Same way, environmental hazards. Exposure to chemicals, harmful chemicals, radiations, extreme heat, extreme humidity, and all can also affect the prenatal development. When we talk about exposure to radiation, that is very dangerous. It increases the risk of mental retardation and also chromosomal abnormalities in the baby. A good example which is given over here is about the atomic bomb explosions which have happened in Hiroshima and Nagasaki so many years before. These two are places in Japan. And even after so many years of these accidents or explosions in that place, the babies which were born over there were facing so many complications. Similarly, we can say another example is of, when we talk about India, we have an example of Bhopal gas tragedy. Bhopal is the name of a place. It is the capital city of Madhya Pradesh. There was an industrial unit, Union Carbide, and it was some like 30 plus years before, 1984. There was a tragedy where there was a gas leakage from this industry, a poisonous leakage of gas, which affected so many people in that premises. Not only in that nearby premises, but also it was covering, or it affected much more areas. After that, what happened? The children which were born over there, they were all facing one or the other chromosomal abnormalities. Similarly, there is another example when we talk about environmental hazards. There is a situation. There was a situation in Kerala where there, in one part of the state, northern part of the state, where a particular type of chemical pesticide known as endosulfan was used for plantations over there. It used to be sprayed in the plantations. It was a pesticide. And the people over there living in those areas were highly affected. The children which were born over there were having so many large, the size of the head was very large. Most of them were handicapped. Most of them were mentally and physically challenged. So these are all because of knowingly or unknowingly. These are all incidents which happened unknowingly, because the parents, mothers are not at all responsible in these cases. Still, this exposure has affected their children. So these are prenatal environment. Prenatal environment means when the baby is still not born, the baby is developing in the mother's womb. Now next is postnatal environment. Postnatal means after the baby is born. It refers to the various factors in the external world which affects a child's or an individual's growth and development. Now the baby is born, as and when we can see that baby is developing, he saw her personality is developing, how it is getting affected. I mean, what are the things which are getting affected over here? We can say one most important thing is the social environment where the individual is coming from. And here family is the first unit of social environment. Here the child is in contact with the parents and other members of the family. They have so much of experiences, and these experiences have a tremendous impact on the child. The family influences of basically on how we look at ourselves. They are the role models. And the first learning of an individual happens from the family, like learnings with respect to appropriate behavior, culture, social roles, etc. And along with that, they will be learning all the different types of skills in the family. So family structure is important over here. Now, nowadays, we cannot see such type of a joint family structure. Family structure has undergone several changes in so many years. Joint family system, which was very much popular in the ancient times, a few years before, that had a very positive impact on the people, on the individuals, because they had so many people to interact with. They have so many people to learn from. But nowadays, it's more or less a nuclear family system which is having very few family members. So this also influences the child's behavior. Then family atmosphere. The family atmosphere should be peaceful, harmonious atmosphere, the kind of family atmosphere that affects the individual. Atmosphere can be democratic or autocratic. Democratic means we can say calm type of atmosphere where children are also involved in the decision making and all. Such children will be having a positive outlook towards life. They will be bold, curious, eager, and even they show leadership traits or leadership qualities. But the children who are coming from authoritarian families or very strict families, they are very fearful type of individuals. Okay, so again, it depends on individual to individual. Then, factors outside the family. Factors outside the family is also an important factor over here. After the family, the next stage which a child faces will be the school or the educational institutions where they are going to interact with so many number of people. That also shapes the individuality of a person. The neighborhood, we can say the neighborhood where the child is playing and growing up, kind of friends he or she is having, the kind of friends he or she is having in the schools, all these things are definitely helping in shaping the personality of an individual. Then physical environment. This talks about the physical aspects such as proper food, nourishment, shelter, clothing, etc. for a child. This also affects an individual's lifestyle, the behavior, attitude, etc. The medical facility, political environment, industrial progress, all these things also affects the individual. Same way, culture environment. Cultural environment refers to the various traditions and cultures which are there in a country. When we talk about Indians, we have a varied culture. We are proud to be having a rich and varied culture in our country. We have people from various regions, religions, traditions, customs, caste, creed, everything. So each society is different with its own customs and traditions. The culture actually influences the way we are behaving, the beliefs which we are having, the value system which we are possessing, the different ways of thinking, the religious opinion which we are having, everything, even costumes to an extent is part of different culture. Costume is the dress which we are wearing. But this all culture differs in moral values and these are learned by the individual. But ultimately, all this culture is pointing or all these religions are pointing to one same important value, which is love towards everyone or humanity. So when an individual is growing up, he or she is having good influence from the cultural background he or she is coming from. And these values are like these moral values are there imbibed, we can say imbibed in a person because he or she is part of that particular culture. Like we can say respecting the elders, That is one habit which we have developed from our culture. Being kind to other people, that is again another habit which we have developed, or another value system which we are having, which we have imbibed. Like that, so many examples we can say. What we are learning from our culture, what we are learning from our family, our physical environment, all have a bearing on our personality, on our behavior also. Like a family member which is family which is very open, which is very friendly, that will definitely have a good positive impact on the child's behavior. Whereas a family, in a family which where there is very rigid rules, very strict rules, that will definitely affect the mental situation of the child. So all these are having a very important influence on an individual's development. Now, when we talk about culture, in the older times, we used to have grandparents staying with the family, the morals, the traditions, and all which have been passed over by them, maybe in the form of stories, or maybe in the form of like any kind of advices and all. These are all part of the culture which the child has to imbibe in them. Of course, religious opinions will be there. Maybe the type of food which they are eating, that will be different. For example, I'll tell you, Jain communities, they don't eat anything which is grown underground. That is their culture. Then Brahmins, normally we say they are vegetarian. That is again their culture. Unless it is harming anybody else, each and every culture is having its own importance, and it is very much important to see that each of this culture, each of these religions are treated equally with dignity and respect. So in spite of all human beings being different and unique, still we are all bound by different cultures, by different opinions, by different traditions. Still we are all bound by common factor that we are all human beings. So this is about the first chapter. Okay, I hope it is clear for everyone.